Oh, you fancy, huh?
Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.
So hey, what's up? Good morning to my people on TikTok and wherever else you might see this video. So we're gonna get into this video about how people get caught out there, because what's done in the dark is always gonna come to the light, right? I saw this post on Facebook. I have to share it in the comments and even my comment. So keep watching because you're gonna see my cheater get caught story. I love it when these fools get caught out there. Yes, all kinds of shade I'm throwing. And you know what? I have been guilty of cheating, and I got caught out there in a major way. If you guys go and watch my video series, Addicted to Monsters, you will see how karma caught up to me when I cheated and taught me a lesson. And you know, there's all these dumb excuses that you could say, and I had an excuse too, and some so-called valid reasons. This is when I was a child in the mind. And a very young adult when I did this. I mean, very young adult. But at the end of the day, we know it's not right. And once you have matured or so-called matured, anyway, let's just get into it. I'm gonna save the TED Talk for another time, maybe at the end. So there's a post by Barbara Bell. And I'm not sure if she's speaking for herself or whatever, but since I got it from her page, I want to say the name. And it said, I accidentally let a wife know her husband was cheating on her when I pulled their credit history at the car dealership. And I asked why they were making payments on a car owned by some woman named Chelsea. Chelsea was their son's teacher. Oh, bing, bang, boom. Whoop. So when she made that post, a plethora of comments came in of the same vein. So we're going to dig through them because it made me giggle. And I think it's going to do the same for a lot of you. Let's get to the comments. Here we go. So this next comment is from Gina. Gina says, mortgage lender here. Going over credit report with the couple, and I said, you owe about $1,500 to Victoria's Secret on one of those cards to the wife. Wife looks at husband, says, I don't have a Victoria's Secret card. I said, oh, it says co-borrower. Then realized just exactly what went down. They yelled at each other in my office for an hour. Alyssa says, the more I see people exposing their infidelity on social media, it makes me not want to ever be in a relationship. I'm so addicted to my peace. Girl, I feel you. I miss a man sometimes, but the price of peace isn't worth the trade, health, sanity. Amen, sister. Amen. Let's get to the next comments. So Linda says, so before Linda's comment, somebody, of course, an XY, was a dissenter, basically saying there's no way this can happen, that this girl's lying or something like that, and you can't just go through people's information and be able to expose them like that. This is what they do. These emotionals, you know, they always act like a baby and basically respond like my 8-year-old son used to do when he was a little younger. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know. Or if you say it is so, they go, no, it's too, it's so, it's too. This is like their underdeveloped logic for everything. So Linda says, the bank is how my mom found out my dad and her sister, bought a house in Florida together. So yeah, that's possible. So Adrian says, my coworker once took her car to get service at a dealership she had been going to for years. While waiting, the finance manager asked her how her daughter liked her brand new car. He even joked about how her husband, who's usually a tightwad, spared no expense with this purchase for the supposed daughter. Ugh. So Carmen says, I was freshly in my new HR office job. Stupid 20-year-old. Didn't know much about life yet when a wife brought her husband into the office to question a deduction from his pay stub. I was the only one who spoke Espanol. So the office veteran didn't even bother to ask or try to help them. Just said, Carmen, we need help with Spanish, and leaves me. Wife is like, why are they taking this from his check? I look all normal. Deductions. Let's see. I look all normal deductions until she points to the child support deduction. She beats him there in the office when I explained it was court order for child support. She was confused, said, but all our kids live with us. I'm like, well, then there's another kid. Sidebar, actually had something like this happen in my life. So, my oldest daughter's biological father, go back to Addicted to Monsters to get the whole story about how she has two dads and they both love her a lot. So that's awesome. But she's got the bio father who made her, and then she's got the father who actually raised her. So she's lucky as far as that is concerned. God turned all that around for ultimate good. All that, whatever. So anyway, her bio dad never told his girlfriend that he'd already been with her for a couple of years. He never told her he had a kid. Not my business. I had no idea. We were living our own lives. It is what it is. So they come home from some vacation and there's papers, some court notices or whatever about child support that are waiting at her house for him. Instead of being upset with him, I still to this day don't know how she found my number or address. But she called me and literally threatened my life and told me she knew my address and where she was coming. Now we're both Jersey girls, got real ugly. She did not come to my house, which was very good for her. Happy to say that over a decade later, we're cool with each other. We have mutual respect. She loves my daughter. She's always loved her and treated her great. However, isn't that a terrible way to find out that your man has a kid? And and of course he didn't cheat on her with me per se, but still hiding it. That's what this post is all about. The things that a lot of cisgender XY men do that is so overwhelmingly similar across the board with, I would venture to say, the majority of them. The lies, the cheats, the deception. I really felt for her later on after I got over the fact that was so dumb that she came for me. Never know what happened in their household as far as how he made that right with her. But it's been over 10 years and they are happily married. And so that's that. So came to a somewhat happy ending. But why put someone that you claim to love and that you're with and you share a home with, why put them through that, right? It's terrible. I feel for that lady being publicly embarrassed in a bank and finding out that your husband has a kid and that he's been paying child support. So that's a part of your household budget that you had no idea that was going somewhere else for whatever his issues were. And you didn't even have the choice to be able to say, do I want to participate in this or not? So not fair, and not fair to that kid for being basically hidden from your life. Oh, I've got a girl cousin who went through that, and that's trauma for the kid. We're the same age, and she's still dealing with the fact that she was a secret kid of her father's. And when she finally got to come around to his wife and her siblings, it was a hard thing for her. She was expected to not even tell her siblings that she was her real sister. Why play with people's lives and put them through that? Totally not fair. But, for the most part, this is the cisgender XY way, and it has been this way, and we have been taught to accept it and say stuff like, boys will be boys. It's F around and find out time, and we're not taking this no more. All right, let's get to the rest of the comments. Thanks for coming to my intermission. That's the word. Thanks for coming to my intermissional TED Talk. Let's get back to these comments, all right? So Helena says, the time I turned 18, found out my daddy has 3 car loans and apartment put in my name for side pieces. And that, folks, is just a drop in the bucket. So sorry for you, Helena. I hope that you filed for fraud charges, you fixed your credit, and you held him accountable for that. As a matter of fact, that is a very popular conversation happening right now about parents who are using credit in their children's name. Sometimes it's out of desperation, which I understand. There was a video in particular where the mom was screaming, I didn't have any help. Your daddy left me. I didn't know what else to do. I had nothing. I don't care how it got done. I did it. I got it done. I can empathize with her. However, really important conversation to have. Maybe I'll do a video on that later on. You guys let me know in the comments if you want me to talk more about that. However, still not okay. Definitely illegal. And come on, don't ruin your children's future. So McKay McDaniel says, these men be so desperately thirsty, buying mistress cars like she ain't got a sugar daddy or two on the side. Nope, she's deaf, committed, and loyal to him when he goes home to his wife. Oh, I get it. He really thinks, oh my God, totally. He really thinks that she's just pining away and committed to him while he goes home to his wife. They really think that. They're playing themselves for real. Then they cry about women taking advantage of them financially and wives taking it all. Next comments. Let's keep it going. You thought I was done. This is a long post with a lot of comments. Really sad. But you know what? It makes for some juicy videos and some great, I would say, cautionary warnings for some people who will look at this and be like, man, I feel kind of bad. I hope so. And you should. Face that bad feeling and decide not to be a coward anymore and to make some honorable decisions. A lot of us had to do our own work. I had to face the demon as well in my early 20s and decide I want to be better than this and I don't want to play with people's lives. So here we go. Jackie Nelson says, my aunt owned the motel I worked at, ... When this random guy's mistress, monthly visitor, ruined our mattresses. Oh, murder scene in the hotel room. Oh my gosh. Sheets and bed frame. Bed frame? We contacted him to let him know he would be charged for the replacements. He threatened to sue because his wife was mad. I told him we would wait patiently for the subpoena. So Jamie says, my neighbor thought I came home for the weekend and showed me a Ring video of a woman entering and leaving our house 4 hours later. I would say got to be more careful, but don't be more careful cheating. Just stop. So guess who else had a comment? Guess who else had something to say on this post? Ba, ba, ba. Me, darling Nikki. So I said, I was away at a corporate training and my ex sent a text message that was meant for his side chick to come to my house to see him. Must have been during school hours because I got kids, and so does he. He didn't send the text to the right number. Grr. As far as I know, he's homeless now. Yep. And if you go to my YouTube channel, look up the video series D as for Donkey. And it goes all into that very last fiasco that I will ever deal with as it pertains to me investing in a relationship with a cisgender XY. I am done. I'm done. And this is part of the reason why, because of we go through too much with these people that no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how, as a matter of fact, it seems like the more beautiful and talented and successful you are, the more they latch on and resent it and still cheat. So ladies, don't be down on yourself if he tries to tear you down and say you're not pretty, you're overweight, I'm doing it because of you. It doesn't matter. He cheats because of him, because you could go get surgery, you could lose weight, you could, all kinds of things you could do. You could suck him from head to toe, forwards and backwards. If he has not conquered that terrible wolf inside of him that is insatiable, it does not matter. He will use you. He will cheat. He will just be deceptive. So Trinity says, that man is currently in a comment section somewhere screaming about how marriage has no benefit for a man and women only want you for the money that you don't have. Not quite sure what she was responding to, was not responding to me, but still a valid comment. And that's a whole nother conversation. Whatever.
Who did you have at my house in my bed?
How many times I gotta tell you? Nobody.
You are such a liar.
You're trying to make me lose my job.
I don't give a damn about this job. You're about to lose your wife and your kids.
You're so damn evil.
Yeah, you ain't seen evil.
What do you want? You want the cell phone? Is that what it? All right, I'll give you the cell phone. I'll give you the cell phone. Here you go. Take the damn cell phone. All right? The password to my cell phone and the email is your damn birthday. Now just get to stepping so I can keep my job.
Oh, who
Because
you
know good and damn well we need the money because your damn salon ain't bringing in jack.
That's what you think this is? Because I'm going through a recession? That justifies you to bring somebody into my bed, Marcus?
Are you listening to anything that I'm saying, or just the crazy people in your own head? Get your ass out of here so I can make us some money.
Yeah, I'm leaving, but this ain't over with. Where's my damn purse? I'll see you later. Yeah, what y'all doing, you little nosy ass?
Just going over notes.
Sport
Just
shuffle
doing
people.
notes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm done with this, Marcus. I'm not taking this from you no more. I'm about to show you.
We're back in 5, 4, 3.
Everything, oh, you fancy, huh?
Girls, let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.